Polk Audio's Omni S6 is a new tabletop speaker in Polk's wireless and multi-room audio lineup. With this type of audio solution, the aim is a seamless and all-encompassing experience, not just in one room, but throughout an entire house. While it can of course function as a standalone speaker, it's really designed to work hand in hand with other Omni series units and provide a very partial Internet of Things type experience. How ready is this technology for the real world though? Is it as convenient as it should be? Before we delve into the features and functionality, let's take a quick look at the design and aesthetics first. While it's somewhat subjective, I think it's fair to say the S6 is a great looking speaker. It's understated yet modern looking, and as a result I think it should fit into most decors quite comfortably. You can pick up the S6 in either black or white, and I have both with me here today. The unit is wrapped all the way around with a soft mesh fabric that's nice to touch and quite flexible. You do need to be careful not to pick up the unit and stretch or damage this fabric, as that would certainly ruin the look of the whole speaker. But Polk thought of this and included a carry handle at the back of the unit. Also found in the back of the unit are the spare ports and the setup button. You find only the power port, USB port and auxiliary port at the back here, and there aren't any other connectivity options found on the device. The buttons on the front of the unit are fairly minimal too, just volume up and down and a play pause button in between. There's an LED indicator amongst these buttons, and lastly you'll find the Polk Audio logo up top. The bottom of the unit simply includes two long curved rubber feet to prevent any unwanted vibrations. One slight oversight I saw in the design was the power cord position or connector. The back of the unit is flat to supposedly allow you to place the unit flush against a wall. However, the power cord juts out completely adjacent to this, and it juts out quite far. An angled connector certainly would have been a nice touch in my opinion. In terms of hardware, the S6 packs into its sealed box design two 4-inch drivers and two 2 3/4-inch drivers to deliver its sound. For its size, it really packs some pretty impressive volume. As you'd expect with the speaker configuration, mids and highs are where the unit excels. If you're a bass lover though, you might be left wanting. Now that's certainly not to say that the bass from this unit is poor, it's actually very tight, partly in thanks to the sealed box design, but at low levels especially I thought the low ends were a bit lacking. This is common with these small package designs however. I'm going to do some serious generalising now to try and get a point across. I can imagine this speaker being extremely satisfactory for people like, say, my parents, who listen mostly to radio pop music and have long detested excessive bass. At my share house, however, when we're pumping ASAP Rocky, Rufus or Tame Impala, we want to feel the house shake. At least a little. Although our neighbours would probably appreciate it if we didn't. So if you're that way inclined, as I mentioned, you may be left wanting a little. The bass performance does improve a little however, as you increase the volume. Now let's talk about connectivity. There's definitely some cons and pros to the way the Omni S6 primarily connects to play music, through PlayFi. First, let me just gloss over how this works. The Omni connects to your home Wi-Fi network, you install the Polk Omni app on your smartphone or tablet, and then the app detects the PlayFi device. Simple, straightforward. Perfect? In my opinion, far from it. Let me lead by saying I would have personally really liked to see the inclusion of Bluetooth connectivity as an option. Like many households, in my place the Wi-Fi coverage is far from perfect. It's a biggish house and every wall is double brick. Our router is in the middle of the house and at the very front and back, Wi-Fi's are a little hard to come by. As a result, I couldn't take the Omni S6 outside on a nice day and pump some backyard tunes, and nor could my housemate use it in the bedroom at the front of the house. It's a bit of a bummer. I feel like this would pretty much be a non-issue if Bluetooth connectivity was included, as you could simply switch over to connect by Bluetooth when you're out of your Wi-Fi range. Having said all this, there is a 3.5mm jack, but come on, that's so 2000. I can't troll Reddit endlessly if I have to leave my phone plugged in by the speaker. This brings me to one of the pros of the PlayFi system. When you're the Beatsmaster on a Bluetooth device, it's very easy to accidentally leave the room with your phone in your pocket and leave everyone to be subjected to a stuttering mess of music as you leave Bluetooth range. As long as you're still within Wi-Fi, you're good with the PlayFi system, so that was nice. Another limitation I faced, however, was that my music service isn't supported. I recently migrated to Google Play Music from Spotify, and unfortunately I couldn't play that music through the Omni S6 as it's not yet supported. A wealth of other music services are supported however, most notably including Spotify and Tidal, so as long as you're a premium user. Bluetooth connectivity would have solved my Google Play Music issue. Finally, features wise, through the 3.5mm jack, the Omni S6 is able to then restream the input audio to the other Omni speakers in the house, which is pretty cool, but also a feature I pretty much consider essential considering the kind of omnipresent system this speaker is supposed to be creating throughout your home. Overall, the Polk Audio Omni S6 does what it's supposed to do very well. The volume and audio quality is good, much better than most smaller package Bluetooth speakers, but as mentioned, it may not suit everybody. The connectivity works well, but is quite specific in some ways, and you'll definitely need to have quality Wi-Fi coverage in your home if you plan on moving the device around especially. Finally, looks-wise, I personally think it's pretty great. The Omni S6 is not the do-everything device that can take over your entire living room, but for consumers that want to create a convenient wireless network of audio throughout the house, it may be the sleek solution that they need. Thanks for joining me for another Hardware Unboxed product review. I'm your host Matt as always. I'd love to hear what you think in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time.